All right, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to use the useState React hook inside of a functional component in React, okay? In the last video, I talked about state in class components using the this keyword and this dot set state and whatnot. We did some stuff over here, as you can see. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to go over the useState React hook, all right? So the React hooks is a way that we can use state inside of a functional component. Okay. So the way we do that is we import React and use state from React. Okay. Use state is from React. And here is where we can define it. All right. So we're going to use the const keyword. We go const square brackets, and then the first spot is where we're going to put our variable, basically. So we can say name, and the second place is where we're going to put set name. All right. So we use set name to basically set the state of this variable, which is name. All right. Now you don't actually need to name these. You don't like that. You don't need to name this set name. You can name it whatever you want. But for the most part, people do put set at the beginning, and then they typically add they put the same name that they gave the initial variable, right? So then you're going to set this equal to use state invoked. Inside of the parentheses is where we can put the initial state of the variable. Okay. So in this case, I'm just going to do an empty string. You can put in an integer. You can put in a Boolean. You can put in an object, an array, right? You can put any data type in here as the initial state, right? If it acts exactly like any state that you would think of in a class component. Okay. Down here we can do our function. We're basically just gonna do the same thing that we did in our class component, just changing the state of something within the component. So I'm gonna do const handle click, just like that. So here, you can basically just think of the set name as the set state. All right. So in our function, we can do on basically when this is invoked, we want to set the name to John. All right. And that's basically, you don't need the this keyword at all anywhere. So unlike here, you don't need to write this dot set state invoked with an object and then define the state and then the value, the key value, right? You can just write set name and then what you want it to be. So here, I'm gonna put a p tag, some JSX, which will be the variable or the state right here, okay? And then underneath, I'll put a button. I'll do click me. On click, we want to use this handle click command, all right? So now if I click this, it should update the state to John, all right? Which it does, we can see that now. Now I'll pretty much just do this like I did the class component. We'll do if name equals an empty string. We want to set the name to John, else set name to an empty string. All right. So now when I click on this again, it should take it back to an empty string, which it does. Now you can see in both our class and functional components, it's the same functionality. Personally, I like the Functional components better. You can see it's a few less lines of code. It's a little bit cleaner. You don't need this keyword everywhere. You don't need to bind functions if you're passing them to other components or something. And you can just use the set name instead of this dot set state followed by the state object with the key value. But yeah, that's pretty much how you use the useState React hook inside of a functional component. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them down below, and I'll try and answer them the best I can. You can also go on, Stack Overflow or Google and read about it a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.